Hey, Sarah, aren't you going to put those flowers down? You've been cradling them all morning.
No chance. I have
Put them down. Can we get someone
no
to...
chance.
Can we get the
Fatboy.
receptionist to
Listen,
keep it for you?
I think I should put them here in the center of our table. Can they fit?
Oh, my goodness.
Can they fit? Listen,
But
Fatboy.
now they're obscuring. Now your crush who sent you the flowers won't be able to see your beautiful face.
No, I need you to look at my flowers because you have been giving me hell for the last month.
Okay, let me hold them for you.
Like February came, ever since February came and you were like, Sarah, will you have a Valentine's Day? Will you have a Valentine's Day? So I'm here to show you my flowers. My
The flowers from Sarah. Amazing.
for Sarah.
For Sarah.
Yeah.
From Dubai.
Yeah.
So this dude's not even in the country.
No, he's in the country.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah, you said you're doing lunch tomorrow.
Yes, we
I
are.
forgot. Do you know where you're going?
No, but I did ask him to take me to this
Sorry,
nice
you're going
restaurant.
for lunch today.
Yes, we are. And I asked him to take me to this really nice restaurant that I haven't yet been to, but I cannot say it because they are not paying us to say them or give them a shout out. But I asked him to take me to that restaurant and he said yes. So I hope
Really?
we are really going there.
I take that as a red flag. When a woman suggests to you the restaurant that she wants you to take her to, it's usually because she just wants a free meal and she expects you to pay for it.
That is also very true. I'm not going to deny.
Wait, and you're saying that openly as he's watching you now
But we just...
on YouTube, where he found you and fell in love with you.
This is the thing. He's going to see it like after we have posted this on YouTube. He's going to see this after Valentine's. He's going to see this after the lunch.
All right, so we'll make
no
make sure to post this video after lunch
Yeah,
today.
post it on the 15th of February. But,
And then it'll be too late.
It will be too
take
late
the
to
lunch
take
back.
it back. Exactly.
All right, first take your flowers and tell us what's popping today.
Well, Rihanna is what's popping today.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch her Super Bowl
of
halftime
course.
performance?
Of
And what did you
course,
think
yeah.
about it?
Well, she still got it. That's number one. Number two, shock of my life.
How?
She's pregnant
Yes, she
again?
is. And her first baby is only 9 months old.
Wait.
Yeah.
So here's my theory. I don't know what you think about this.
Tell me.
I think she had her first child through IVF.
I don't think so.
And that there may have been a few extra embryos that were stored or frozen. And because this is what couples do. Like you go into the lab to do IVF and they'll, if it's successful, you'll have a couple of viable embryos and they'll implant one. And if it's planted successfully, it then becomes a baby. Meanwhile, the other embryos, you'd have the option of storing it for future use if you ever plan to have future children.
Yeah.
So what I think happened is that she just quickly went back and implanted the second embryo, and now she's pregnant again because you guys are about the same age.
Yes, we are.
And I know that at your age, of course you can still be pregnant, but I don't think it's as easy. Like just back to back like that, boom, boom. To me, it seems unlikely. So I'm going for the IVF theory.
Listen, did you know you can get pregnant 3 weeks, a little 3 weeks after giving birth? A woman can get pregnant 3 weeks after giving birth. Do you know that?
Because to me, that's like a merciless man. Why would you not give your woman time to heal? Doesn't a woman need a couple of months after childbirth before she can resume sexual activity?
Well, it is said that you can get pregnant as little as 3 weeks after the birth of a baby, even if you are breastfeeding and you haven't yet started your period again. Unless you want to get pregnant again, it's important to use some kind of contraception every time you have sex after giving birth, including the first time.
But excuse me, your wife or baby mama is still healing from the first birth.
Yes.
And I don't know if it was
3
a
weeks
natural.
after giving birth,
was it a natural birth or a C-section?
I think it was a natural birth.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, if that's the case, surely she needs time.
You see, after giving birth through natural, you need at least between 6 to 8 weeks.
And ASAP didn't waste time. He just went in ASAP.
Yes, he went in ASAP. So you need between at least 6 to 8 weeks to properly heal. I had a C-section with my son, so the doctor gave me 8 weeks before I could start indulging in extra, curricular activities. And I did not start my period until about 8-9 months after I gave birth.
Really?
Yes. So for like 9 months straight, 8.5 months straight, I didn't have a period.
Is that normal?
Yes, it's normal because it differs for different women.
So that's your body's way of saying, let's give you a break.
Yes.
How come that didn't happen for Rihanna?
It's again, like I say, pregnancy is very different for
but don't you
women.
think? So I think that proves my theory for why it was most likely not a natural conception.
No, I'm telling you, this is natural conception.
No. Listen. Because you have said, and I would agree, that the body says, "Hey, you've just had your baby. Let's give you some time before we make you conceive again." And given the period of time that is it 9 months you said?
Yes, I had to.
Her
got my
baby,
period.
her current baby. No, I'm talking about Rihanna.
Her current baby is 9 months old,
and she is currently 6 months pregnant.
Yes,
meaning she had to have conceived 3 months after.
Yes, and that is the allowed time when you're that is the time the doctor gives you to properly recover, and then you can start engaging.
For IVF.
I don't think so, because it happens. The same thing happened to Adam Levine also. Adam Levine, not Lavelle. Adam Levine. His wife also conceived when their firstborn was 7 months old.
Right.
You get
naturally.
So it happens differently for different women. Just like some women can have a period that is as short as 2 or 3 days, and other women have 5 to 6, 8 days of their period. It differs with different women. So, and also there are a lot of myths that say that if you're breastfeeding, you can't get pregnant, which is also very false. And some people think that you stop lactating after the second year after you have given birth, but some women keep on lactating until even their children are like 8, 9 years old. You understand? So it's different for every woman. Like I stopped actively lactating after my son turned 7 years old.
Interesting.
You see, it's different for different women. So I don't think it's IVF. Well, it's just that she thought that she was, in the green light and she can, have a good time. But listen, ASAP was not playing. He doesn't miss.
He went in ASAP.
SuperBowl. Boom.
Touchdown. But that said, for a woman in her condition, I think she's helped to dispel certain myths about women that are pregnant. Because if at 6 months, she can rock the stage like that, I think that's a good way of letting people know that, hey, being pregnant doesn't mean a woman can't still do her thing.
And she's not the first one to do it. Beyonce did it. Tiwa Savage did it.
When they were pregnant?
Yes, when they were pregnant.
Okay.
Yes, when they were pregnant. But let's talk about her performance. What did you think about it?
Well, my first question, what that struck my mind was, why so many people? Like
on the stage. Have you ever watched a Super Bowl performance?
Is it usually like that?
It's usually like that.
Because I'm like, those are all people you had to pay.
Yes. And they can afford to do that because you see, it's not them paying those people. It is the NFL paying all those people. Like whatever your budget is, we're going to pay for it. Have you watched Michael Jackson's Super Bowl performance 1993? The one when he stood on stage for like 10 years and everybody got crazy and people fainted and died and came back to life.
Who can forget?
Listen, Michael Jackson got everyone in the stadium involved in his performance.
Yeah, but those were fans who just loved the music, no?
That is true. Those are fans. But then also he had people around the stage that were dancing and had a whole choreographed situation going.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's the NFL that pays for that. So, and she actually had very few people. Have you watched Dr. Dre, Eminem, 50 Cent and Mary J.
That was last year, right?
Yes. And Kendrick Lamar's performance. They had way more people on stage than Rihanna did.
All right.
And then there's also Shakira and J-Lo. I was not mad at that performance. Matter of fact, I absolutely loved the performance. It was very energetic.
Now, she didn't sing any new songs, though, on this performance, did she?
Who?
Rihanna.
No, she did not.
She just basically did what do you call it when you sing many songs back to back?
Mm-hmm.
It's called...
it's called a what?
There's a word for it.
I don't know.
It's called...
Remix.
No. It's called...
nostalgia.
There's a word for it when you combine all your... The word has skipped my mind.
You know the word. Google it.
Okay. But please continue.
But anyway, I must say I was very underwhelmed by her performance. Very, very
Why?
underwhelmed. This is the thing. I didn't know what I was expecting. And also what I did see was not what I was expecting. But you see, I love Rihanna. I love her so much. She can never go wrong in my eyes. And I was just happy for her to having made, history. You get me, on that stage. And this actually, when you go back and you listen to her interviews after she, when she was booked for the Super Bowl, she did have concerns about performing on that stage. And now I understand it's because she was pregnant. She probably was pregnant by the time she was, hired to do that performance. And she was, probably concerned, like, how am I going to be able to do this when I am, pregnant and I just have a newborn? Anyway, also another sports commentator, and his name is Stephen A. Smith. Yes, that one.
What did he say?
He went on to say that Rihanna is great, but she's not Beyonce. And this was before her performance, and he got a lot of backlash on social media for making that statement, that he had to apologize for saying those things. He went on to even say that Rihanna's, fans are way more brutal than the Beehive. You get me?
That's
he said
crazy.
that he had to apologize for that, and he had to go and defend himself for being a Beyonce fan and saying, I don't have any hate for Rihanna. I love her, but I prefer Beyonce. He had to make like 2 separate videos explaining himself.
He's always doing that. By the way, he's so controversial, and he's always saying things that piss people off.
Exactly.
That fella.
And then there's also an alleged social media post from Donald Trump saying that Rihanna's performance was trash.
What?
Did you see that? You did not see that?
Is it true though? Did he really say that?
We don't know if he said that, but somebody, made a post in the names of Mr. Donald Trump, presidential candidate for next year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2024, saying that Rihanna's performance was trash. And Kodak Black, the rapper, went on to say that Donald Trump said Rihanna's performance was garbage, and then he's at Rihanna's show at the Super Bowl singing along, so everybody's also trashing him. But you know what, with Kodak Black, I don't think he was basically saying that her performance was terrible. I think he was just sarcastically saying what Donald Trump allegedly said.
Well, he's known to say strange things, so if he really said it, it wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise you.
Not at all.
I will say this. It was very underwhelming, but I love Rihanna so much. And I love that she has the luxury to do whatever she wants. And she has the luxury to go back home and retire. And we don't know when we will ever hear from her again. You get me? People have been putting out all these memes on social media saying that they're never going to get an album from her until like 2040.
Because going forward in the next couple of months, she's going to be delivering and nursing a child.
And that's the thing I love about Rihanna.
So that's another year gone.
She has the luxury. She did her part. She paid her due, and now she's enjoying life. She's enjoying her man. She's enjoying her children. She's enjoying being
her
a
money.
Mother. Her money. Let her enjoy it. Don't put her on pressure. Man, I would honestly be comfortable if she never released another song. I really would.
Excuse me. First, we want more music from Rihanna.
You want more music?
Yes.
I need more handbags and makeup and foundation and lipsticks.
Well, wishing Rihanna the best, and I found the word I was looking for.
What's the word?
When you have many songs and you sing them and mash them up and sing them all at once. It's called a medley.
A medley. Okay. All right. But you know what? You now that you put that into words, now I understand. Because back in high school, we also had the same thing, but we used to call it like a mashup. You get different songs and you put them together and you do like the whole mashup.
Informal way of saying medley.
Okay. Well, we'll stick to medley. Yeah. But you know what else is popping?
What?
David Guetta.
How?
David Guetta, you know the DJ?
Did he do a song with Rihanna again?
No.
What?
This time he used AI. To create artificial intelligence to create a track with Eminem. Take a listen.
Future rave sound. I'm getting lost in an underground.
Eminem, bro.
Rave sound.
There's something that I made as a joke, and it works so good, I could not believe it. I discovered those websites that are about AI. Basically, you can write lyrics in the style of any artist you like. So I typed, write a verse in the style of Eminem about future rave. And I went to another AI website that can recreate the voice. I put the text in that and I played the record and people went nuts.
What do you think?
So was that Eminem's voice we're hearing in the background?
No, that was AI.
Or the
He used
AI
two
of-
apps. Yes, he used two apps. One app to write the lyrics in the style of Eminem.
Must
an
be
AI app.
ChatGPT.
Exactly. And then another app to vocalize those lyrics in the style of Eminem. So basically, he didn't need Eminem
To do...
to do anything.
Wow.
You understand?
So wait. So this is very dangerous because
It
in
is. Mm-hmm.
future, producers are going to be able to use this as a hack to get voiceovers that sound as though they belong to some of the popular stars.
Yeah.
And then have those featured on their tracks. They release it, and unbeknownst to the public, they'll just enjoy the track, imagining that it could be a Beyonce singing on it or an Akon, and yet it's AI. And the producer will not have to pay the royalties to the singer or to the artist.
Exactly.
This is creepy.
It's very creepy. And David Guetta went on to say that he will not release the track commercially, so he will just use it in his DJing set
This
or
is,
whatever. But he's not going to release it
interesting
commercially,
precedent.
and he's not going to get money off it. Because there is, of course, the opportunity. What is it? There is the event that Eminem can choose to sue him.
There is that. So wait a minute. Is it possible for him to... So now we might start to hear new Michael Jackson records.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Right?
Exactly.
And people... And that is where I think we're at risk as the public, as the music-consuming public, to be defrauded.
Exactly.
By people trying to pass off certain music as posthumous, and yet it could have just been a recent creation using AI.
Exactly. Now, a lot of people on social media are absolutely not supporting this, especially the artists in the industry, the creatives in the industry, and everybody is saying, of course, there are people who are saying that, oh, this is brilliant and, yada, yada, yada. And some artists are not going to get exploited to just get, a feature or work with a certain artist. But then there are a lot of people, especially the artists, like I said, and the creatives and the people who put in a lot of hard work into creating their art. They're saying that this is actually very dangerous. And for David Guetta to support this AI function means that he's, giving a go-ahead to the powers that be to erase authenticity in the industry.
I see the point in that because many of his biggest records are collaborations with other artists. So in future he might say, why struggle?
Why have Rihanna?
Why
and
have
yet I can just
Rihanna
use
and have her
AI?
take half the money for my track, yet I'll just use AI to get a voice to sound like Rihanna. And maybe if you can get the voice to sound close enough but not exact, you might even be able to get away with it.
Exactly.
So let's see what happens.
And a lot of untalented people who are going to, of course, come up and, of course, use the AI to, of course, capitalize on it and take away opportunities from people who deserve it. So it's a very slippery slope. At the same time, I'm very excited about AI, but then again, on the other end, you may decide to use AI and replicate my voice and get rid of me. So I'm not excited about that, Fatboy.
Yeah, in future, radio programs could all be done by AI.
Exactly. So I'm
that'll be
not
very
excited
interesting.
about that. I'm not.
All right, but I think you can't stop the advancement of science. So strictly speaking, as a matter of technological advancement, this is fascinating.
Yes.
But as it might apply to people's livelihoods, jobs, and creativity, it's scary.
Very scary, especially people in customer care and customer service. First of all, you people have not given us an opportunity or a reason to fight for you. So customer care people are like the worst people to work with. You're not polite, and yet you're supposed to be polite.
But I can see it helping a lot of people in, let's say, online dating. So if, for example, if you can tag like an AI platform like ChatGPT to respond to all the messages you get or to send out messages to your matches, and you just encode it so that it its job is to create the most romantic and authentic and
That is
captivating
catfishing.
response
No.
to whoever texts you.
Oh my
Yo,
goodness.
you'll be able to get a string of nice girlfriends.
Oh my goodness. No, that's catfishing.
Yeah.
And that's illegal.
Okay.
That's impersonation. No.
Well, thank you so much.
How can the AI have more game than you?
Hey, why not?
No.
If AI can be used in customer care and in producing Eminem sounding David Guetta tracks, why not help us in getting girlfriends also?
Then
on
AI
Tinder?
should be getting all these benefits on V-Day.
Ah!